Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me in today's Pick a Card Tarot reading. I want to thank you for all your likes, subscribes, shares, and to do that, I'm giving away a free personalized tarot reading. All you have to do to qualify is give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and type "Be the Light" in the comment section below. I'll be announcing the winner on September 2nd, 2024. All right, so for today's reading, for pile number 1, we have this image along with some volcanic stone. And for reading number 2, we have this image along with rose quartz. And for reading number 3, we have this image along with blue apatite. Let your intuition be your guide. Whichever crystal and or image you're most drawn to is probably the reading meant for you. Of course, you're always welcome to listen to 2 or even all 3 of the readings, as there may be additional messages for you there. You'll find a link to all the readings in the description box below. Hello, reading number 1. You chose this volcanic stone or lava stone, which encourages confidence, strength. It's a protective stone. It's very grounding, and it also increases your creativity and your ability to think things through in a logical way. You also chose this image. If you recognize what animated film this is from, please put it in the comments. This card is all about following your animal instincts. All right, let's get some oracle cards and see what other messages Spirit has for you today. I do list all the cards that I use in the description box below, and if I have a link as to where you can find them, I'll include that as well. All right. Empowerment. That already seems to go along perfectly with the lava stone. Let's see what we have in this oracle deck. Familiar. Interesting, because we see the cats here, which are a familiar for many. And then we have an owl. So perhaps you feel that you are very connected to animal kingdoms. You may even feel like you have an animal that is your familiar. If it's a cat or an owl, please let me know. If it's some other animal, I want to hear that too. All right, let's get a card from this deck. What else does Spirit want pile number 1 to know? All right, Earth pulsing. Pulse of the Mother Earth, slow down, time in nature. All good things come. All good things in time. And this again seems to go right along with both the animal instincts and the lava stone. Nature seems to have its own pace. You can't rush a flower to bloom. So there may be something that you're working on. It might feel like it's not going as fast as you want, but Spirit wants you to know it's all happening as it should in divine timing. All right, let's get some cards from this deck, some tarot cards. All right, this is the Ace of Pentacles, which pentacles are connected to the earth. So I feel you're beginning something that is very grounding for you. You're approaching it with logic and practicality, and it has the potential to attract resources. All right. We have the 9 of Swords. Oh, sorry, the 10 of Swords. The Ten of Swords. So something is coming to an end. I feel that perhaps you may have been experiencing worry, stress, rumination, projecting fears onto current situations based on past experiences. But with this lava stone, what I see is that you're beginning to question these fears, these thoughts that are expressing themselves as fears. You're addressing them with logic and being able to disperse it. I see this coming to an end. Tens mean that cycle is ending. So you have being more grounded, spending time in nature, releasing yourself from these negative thought patterns, and becoming more empowered, trusting your instincts more. All right, let's get some more tarot cards. The Two of Swords, which is a choice. The Hermit, going within, trusting yourself, lighting your own path, believing in yourself. I see that your confidence is growing in a situation, in life. I'm hearing the Devil. Yeah, so I feel that the Devil, this is that Ten of Swords. These thoughts, these belief patterns, these energetic patterns that no longer serve you, that may feel not necessarily trapped, but it's an illusion. It's an illusion of reality. It's, again, looking at the present with a lens of the past. And what they're showing me is, like, for example, technology, somebody trying to, if somebody from the past were to come to the present and see today's technology and not be able to understand it. Or it's like trying to put new software on an older device. It's incompatible. And even if you were able to download that software onto an older device, that older device may not have the capability to read that software completely, so that maybe it could be fragmented or even distorted. And that's very much this energy that I'm picking up. It's like there being a wound in someone. Let's say something happens to someone when they're 7 years old, and it creates this spiritual wound or this energetic wound. And later in life, as an adult, it gets activated by a situation or something somebody says, or the way somebody says something. There's something in that energy that kind of it strikes a chord that resonates with that past experience and activates it, and then instantly that person is beginning to see the current situation the way that 7-year-old experienced that past wound. And so there's this distortion of the situation. So I see that is coming to an end. You're beginning to let go of this and cut that away. All right, let's get another card. All right. We have the 10 of coins. It looks like a 9. It looks like there's 9 coins, but that looks like, oh no, it is a 9. Okay, 9 coins, yeah. All right, Tori got very excited with the 9 of coins because the 9 of coins is independence. By you healing this or removing those lenses that are distorting the view of the present, you're liberating yourself and creating this independence. The 9 of Pentacles is somebody who's able to take care of themselves, not just by surviving and barely meeting their needs, the bare essentials, but somebody who's able to have the finer things in life. All right, and we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is creating your new beliefs. So this is really powerful, and it's empowerment. It's back to this card. It's back to trusting your own instincts, trusting yourself, and reaching your full potential through this. It's interesting, this card, when I think about it now through having seen all the cards that we've drawn, this is from Kiki's delivery service, and this is her cat, her familiar. And he ends up meeting a female cat that he's interested in, and all of a sudden he doesn't talk to Kiki anymore. He just meows like a cat, and he goes back to these kind of base instincts. But then afterwards, after he goes through this whole experience with this other female cat, he goes back to being his magical, familiar companion to his owner again. So what I see is that your powers are returning, your abilities are returning, you're reaching your full potential by releasing this, healing this, and creating new beliefs that are in alignment with your true self, becoming very grounded and powerful. Love that for you. Reading number 1. Please let me know how this resonates. I love to hear the connections you make between the readings and your own life. And you're always welcome to go to my website, linked below, for a more in-depth, personalized tarot reading. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. You chose the Rose Quartz, and the Rose Quartz is connected to the heart chakra. It helps to facilitate healing, emotional healing, and it enhances relationships, not just with others, but with ourselves. It increases self-acceptance and self-love. And you chose this card, which we see a relationship. And this is actually a new relationship, the beginning of a new relationship. So we're going to see how these two energies combine with what the rest of the cards have to say. I do list all the cards I use in the description box below, and if I have a link where you can find them, I include that as well. All right, what does Spirit want reading number 2 to know? Time to restore. Let me see a sleeping dragon. All right. Let's get one of these cards. Whoa. Okay, isn't that funny that I said let's get one of these cards and almost half the deck fell out? All right, I'm going to take that one because it seems like it's attached to that dragon card. We'll see what it is. The Mystic. All right. I love that. We see a snake here. Okay. The Mystic is one who's able to manifest, alchemize, create. Let's get some more cards. And this is card number 11, which is a master number. It does reduce to 2. And we have 2 people here, and 2 is about balance. So let's keep going. All right. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. All right. You know, what's been coming up in my consciousness a lot lately is the quantum field, and that's what this is reminding me of, is tapping into that quantum field. Okay, which is, I think, really in the essence of how a mystic alchemizes and manifests. Very interesting. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see what other messages we can get for reading number 2. What does Spirit want reading number 2 to know? I felt this card wanted to come out. Ooh, the Sun. All right, the Sun is many things. The first word that I hear is innocence, happiness, joy, success. Yes, and it very much reminds me of, you know, this picture here, the innocence of a new relationship, a blossoming relationship, but also the innocence of oneself, the balance within oneself. We see 2 people here as well, but it could be 2 halves of the whole. And that self-acceptance, that self-love that I was talking about, restoring that innocence. All right. We have the 2 of Pentacles, also balance. Balancing energies. In a very practical sense, it could be balancing finances. All right, the 9 of Pentacles, which is independence. So independence, financial independence, being able to have the finer things in life. And the 5 of Wands. All right, so the 5 of Wands is choosing to cooperate over competition. Interesting that it's coming out underneath micromanaging the universe. All right, let's get another card. The Queen of Wands. All right, yes. So the Queen of Wands is very likable, very popular, very charismatic, very charming, very benevolent. And so what I see is that you're going to, in a very diplomatic way, be able to diffuse situations, negotiate situations. All right, let's keep going. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles. This is going to be key in growing your finances, growing your resources. And the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is beginning to embrace that which fulfills them. We see this cup that's open, being open to new ideas, being curious. So when you come upon any kind of competition or conflict, the way to diplomatically and finesse the situation is through curiosity. Being curious, whether this conflict is within yourself or with others, being curious about it. So if it's within yourself, asking yourself, why do I feel conflicted? Why do I feel activated? And if it's with someone else, just asking a lot of questions. If you're on a team and you're meant to create something together or complete something together, many times people have different ideas. And so staying curious within yourself and even out loud about how these different ideas can be pulled together. There may be different aspects from these different ideas that can come together for the best solution. And so just staying curious about how that can all work together. I want to read to you what the guidebook for this card says. Deep in a secluded garden, she sits on a stone bench, bathing in calmness. The laurel tree behind her extends its branches in a honeyed embrace, and a small dark snake coils in her lap. She breathes the peace in. All is one, which reminds me of this card. The mystic represents the communion with nature. She gives voice to our desire for inner balance and our longing for the feeling of spiritual captivation. She knows that the feeling of sacredness is not transcendent, but deeply immanent. All right, so what that brings to mind is as within, also without. As above, so below. And so this balance that you may be striving for, this balance of energies, it must occur within yourself first before you can really cultivate, refine the skill of balancing energies around you, like a mystic or an alchemist. So you have to be centered and balanced within yourself first before you can master. That's the word I was looking for. Before you can master doing it around you on the quantum level, seeing it, the results outside of you. So that self-love, that self-acceptance. And again, one way to do this is to stay curious and to be curious in both situations, asking your questions, if it is with other people, asking, how can this be a benefit? instead of coming from a place of judgment. In order to micromanage the universe, you have to change the energy patterns at a quantum level. And the way to do that is to change the patterns within yourself. So if you find that you have a typical response to something, then the Page of Cups is telling you to try something new. Be curious, try a different response. Rather than judging yourself or judging others or judging a situation, ask questions like, how can this be beneficial? What good can come out of this? And even command it. Let's see what good comes out of this. What is the benefit, from this? Let's see what the benefit of this is. And that is going to not only bring balance, but joy and harmony within. How beautiful. And I love that we have so much balance. And the number 2, we have 2 people here, 2 people here, 2 coins. And this is reading number 2. It is all about balance. Absolutely love your reading. Please let me know how this resonates with what's going on in your life. I love to read your comments. And of course, you're always welcome to reach out for extra guidance or additional guidance through my website. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose the blue apatite. The blue apatite is a manifestation stone. It boosts your motivation, your impulse to take action and do things. It increases your creativity, and it's also a great assister of lucid dreaming. And you chose this image, which is really about the magical in the mundane, kind of weaving magic into something as simple as sweeping or doing the laundry. All right, let's get some oracle cards and see how these energies combine with the rest of your messages. And I do list all the cards that I use in the description box below, and if I have a link where you can find them, I include that as well. All right, the Noble One. Yeah, look at all that purple. And look at these beautiful irises. And this is card number 35, which reduces to an 8. Abundance. All right, let's get a card from this deck. What message? Okay. The Guardian. I am hearing protect your dream. What message do you have for reading number 3? Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. That's really interesting. Everything, this is the universe that we live in, is everything is on a spectrum. And so if you can understand that, it can help you to understand that there isn't really good or bad, just like there isn't hot or cold, there is temperature, and hot and cold describe the extremes of what the same thing, right? So there's something about that understanding. Let's keep going. Let's get some tarot cards and see what other information we can get. I feel like you're a very magical person that is really beginning to unlock the keys of the cosmos. All right, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, the Seven of Swords is cutting through illusion. I mean, what I'm seeing is that it's like the Matrix. You're starting to understand the Matrix, quantum mechanics, ancient practices, and you're seeing the thread through all of these and really starting to understand things. Wow. Reading number 3. All right, the 10 of Swords, which is the completion of a lesson. The 2 of Pentacles. I feel like this card has come out in every reading. The 2 of Pentacles is about balancing energy, which definitely I feel plays into this holding the opposites, extremes of life. I feel this must be key to you understanding the energies of the universe and you finding your place within it, that balance. All right, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is an offering. We see this knight, somebody of valor, integrity, somebody strong, sitting up on their horse, holding up this vessel, offering it. But at the same time, it looks empty. So it's ready to receive. And so again, we have this idea of opposites. Offering, but receiving at the same time. I feel like it's hinting at the law of attraction. Offering up an energy and then receiving that energy. You're really beginning to understand this on like a quantum level, an energetic level, a spiritual level, a magical level. So whether your passion is science-based and you think more of quantum mechanics, or it's spiritual-based, and you're thinking of faith, or if it's more magical-based, what you're beginning to see is that they're all connected. They're all the same thing, describing the same thing, using different languages, different vocabulary to describe that thing. Wow, pile number 3. Okay, 3 cards came out. I meant to pull 1, but 3 came out. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords, the 1 of Swords, or the Ace of Swords, and the 6 of Swords. So much thinking. You've been doing so much thinking, processing, downloading, understanding. And I want you to know that this task that you have been, trying to wrap your head around, you are anchoring this understanding into the 3D so that others can understand it. And it's coming from your experiences. You're beginning to understand that if you indulge in painful emotions, painful memories, that's what you're offering to the universe, and that's what you receive. If you indulge in fears and anxiety, that's what you offer the universe, and that's what you receive. The Ace of Swords is you cutting to the truth. This is the sword of truth. This is your understanding of these energies and how your thoughts and your emotions become things. Wow. I feel like we need one more card. All right. The Four of Wands. I love that. Okay, so the Four of Wands is about having enough. It's stability. It's having more than enough, really, so that if something happens, you have extra on the shelves or you have extra in the bank to be able to get you through. It's that kind of stability. It's also success. So I feel that in this understanding of the universe, you're beginning to experience success of manifesting your dreams. And, I think the fact that we got this card first, I feel that many of you have maybe leaned more towards the magical. And so, again, you're probably already doing this. You're probably already, as you sweep, thinking about sweeping out what no longer serves you, thinking about releasing energies that are maybe of a lower frequency or of an incongruent frequency to what it is that you want. So it's not even higher or lower. You're expanding your mind to eliminate words of judgment. You're really accepting just energy. But I think you're starting to understand that these magical acts, these magical rituals, spells have this energetic significance. And so when you do something like sweeping, you understand that you are releasing incongruent energies that are not of the same vibration as that you want to manifest. When you cook, when you prepare a drink and you're mixing together ingredients and stirring them together, combining them, you are understanding that your faith, your focus, what you're channeling into that meal or that beverage is creating something not only within that vessel or in that pot, but all around you. You're manifesting things. I feel like you're really leveling up in your manifestation skills. Wow. Reading number 3. I am so impressed. Please let me know how this resonates. I do want to check one thing real quick. Give me one moment. All right. I want to read to you what the guidebook says about this card. This card speaks to you of your own inner nobility, the desire to be not only a good person, but also your wish to be an honorable one. And you are reminded of your own desire to bring good deeds to the world. You will keep calm when all about you fall into patterns that are of no use to any, except the howl of their own inner wounded child. You will tend to your wounds, get the help that you may need, and become a better person when this card comes. You are a part of the new day of the world, and you are to be recognized for your goodness. You have chosen right action and stood by a code of honor, which has led you to offer the world a series of acts of nobility. Every act of nobility is no act of martyrdom. You continue to speak your truth, but without rancor or bitterness. Instead, you shine with the possibility of what it could be like to be a great being. Through this process, you grow and nurture your own good luck. While you work on your own flaws and challenges, others see you as evidence of goodness within the world. They will seek you out, and your services will be sought after as you have developed a reputation that shines and will remain untarnished. You are soon able to open up, share who you are, and welcome more affection and true intimacy into your life because you have done the work your soul required of you, thanks to your sojourn within the realms of Kitsune. Your own deep self-love has created a field of energy all about you that is attractive, resonant, and full of noble empathy. This could lead to a rise of your influence, even your status. At this time, connect and pray to your own higher self and be reverent of the very simple truth of being alive and awake. Wow, reading number 3. Absolutely love this. Please let me know how this resonates. I love hearing the connections that you make between the reading and your own life. And you can hear the pitter-patter and excitement of the dogs. You're always welcome to reach out to me through my website if you would like additional guidance. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.